Hello everyone. I'm Ishant, and I am serving as Associate Director in Business Processes at PIM Capital Fund Services, Mauritius. Overall, I have 10 years of experience in different industries. And during this 10 years of experience, last year I've come across through this BPM tool, Flokzu, and which played a vital role in our success. So let's start why we choose a BPM tool or reason to automate the processes. So some of the pain points and struggle points which I have listed on this presentation, I think every organization is struggling with that. First, productivity, inefficient working. They usually experience it in their organization. Poor customer experience, missing audit trails, poor quality, and PIM Capital was facing all of these because of outsource operation. And in FY23, we decided to have a transition phase and get all operation in-house from outsourced with some challenges. And the challenges were improve the quality of work, setting up workflow and controls, improvement in customer experience, smoothen the audit process, which allows us to choose a BPM tool. So our non-executive director, who is the chairman of Risk and Corporate Governance Committee in PIM Capital, and he is a client director in global listed bank who is using Flokzu as BPM tool. He has recommended us with Flokzu. That's how we came across Flokzu, and we started working with them in FY23. So PIM Capital has different functions. We do functioning in fund accounting, investor services, investment oversight and valuation, compliance and governance. So when we started our interaction with Flokzu, our approach was to assign a dedicated team for Flokzu, prioritizing the processes and operation areas, then implement internal processes first, then go ahead with the client-facing processes. After implementing Flokzu, we saw few of the benefits which I mentioned on the slide itself. We have a standardized workflow. We have a system for reports and monitoring. We have audit trail. We have automatic communication, like through Flokzu, we can share mails directly to clients, our third-party vendors, whosoever related party it is. Then we have a centralized database. We have interlinkage of processes on this platform itself, and we have a document controller too. Now, what's next for PIM Capital? Now, we are planning to make Flokzu as a centralized tool. In PIM Capital, we have different functions and we are using different tools, compliance tool, accounting tool, CRM tools, and banking portals. Our next target is to integrate everything with Flokzu and make it as a centralized tool. And also, PIM Capital is having global businesses in Guernsey, Mauritius, South Africa. So our plan, we are already implemented Flokzu in many processes in Mauritius. We are currently in implementation stage with SA business, and hopefully in 6 months, we'll be implementing Flokzu in Guernsey business, and within a year, we'll be implementing Flokzu in Botswana business. So that is what we are planning to do. So all fund accountants usually use Flokzu, and for financing, we do have some payment processes, which is done on all the approvals reviewer is done on Flokzu. And hopefully next thing, we are going to integrate our banking portals with Flokzu, where we can just go ahead and approve something on Flokzu and payment get it done. It is moreover playing around with the processes with Flokzu. So yeah, so we had an approach like creating a process. First, how we can deal that process in a manual workflow, creating a manual workflow, then doing the same thing on Flokzu. So that's how we kind of got to know about the features. And obviously, there's a 24/7 support who helps us to deal with that. Hope our story and our experience will be helpful for you guys to cope up with challenges and opportunities in your organization, in your field, or in your industry.